announcer yet. Yeah, I'm kind of just waiting for now, because sometimes they are a little bit different, but we'll see. Oh. Let flourish from my back the pinions of light. To chase departing blossoms, their wilting voyage, a sky-high flight. Ah, where at the edge of heaven does it lie, this flower mound? I bury you today, for you have passed on. But when will I be buried when I am gone? I bury the petals under people's mocking laughter. But who shall be burying me then, in the after? No one will cry at my burial mound. For as morning springs die and blossoms wilt, they all float away and turn to silt. Damn. Alright, boys and gals, grab your cups on my mark. Ahem. May Xichun reign the family hierarch. Oh, the cheers! Long may she reign! Once all the guests had taken their seats, the banquet hall became packed and crowded with chaos, crowded and chaotic. Yeah, sounds about right. Except for where we were sitting. Long may she reign! You know, it's funny, I was thinking about that little passage. It does remind me a bit of like, Yuseng's poetry from before. Come on, guys, really? No one joined in that cheer. We gotta celebrate the occasion. You know, stuff ourselves with gourmet food, play games, get wasted. How else are we gonna be recharging for the next mission? Yet I have... Oh, right. I wonder if Sade's written something to congratulate us. Did anyone send us a letter or something? Why do I have a feeling like, you know, things are never gonna go as smooth for us anyways, huh? We haven't received any notices, let alone a letter. We are the team that came in second, you know? I mean, you're not first, so... Rhodia grumbled. I wasn't sure if it was this poor servant or the oddly silent Sade she was calling rude. Sibayu, are you hurt? Any scratches? Nope, I am unhurt. I mean, well, it's not like he was exactly doing it for that purpose. I was so anxious throughout the evaluation. Just what errant fancy has taken hold of you to risk yourself in such a dangerous ordeal? So, how did you get to the banquet hall? Oh no, just see how small the font is already. Here we go. Uh-huh. Oh no. There's like an entire part 3 of celebration and party and everyone's being happy, I know, right? Let's see. Ah, thou wishest to hear a tale then. Forsooth, were I to bestow upon thee a title of this adventure, I would call it, in which Limbus Company claimeth the most glorious honor of attaining the rank of runner-up in a contest of might and wit. Now, worry not thee, for this tale shan't consume much of thy time to recount with a few highlights of this adventure. Oh my god. You didn't expect to see everyone getting drunk on screen? Yo, true. One might call to attention the merciless march of walls closing in. Verily, some might even recall the interminable onslaught of rival candidates. Yet, these triflings have all failed to smite us down, for we are... It seems that she's misunderstood my question. My intent was to ask by which means of travel you have come here. Okay, fine. I mean, walking would probably have been the way. I mean, you know, just saying. Oh, we took a pelican. Oh, okay, fair enough. You know, to be fair, it is kind of a long way to get here. See, you have yet... Ah, okay. I suppose you have yet to visited the revered... Or the revered Ziren. Zianren. Interesting. Shouldn't you pay a visit to them first, don't you think? They must be so anxiously waiting for you to hear about you. Huh. I'll visit them soon. Though, I believe they're they're exactly waiting to hear about me. Yeah, probably not. So, you've come back safely. It's good to see that Dayu's okay. You've gotten much better. As luck would have it, the injury was not as so severe as to inquire using the life insurance. Okay. So, what are the circumstances that led you to sitting here? If that was just to hear a tale in which, we were carried by a pelican. Come again? I don't think she's actually asking us how we managed to come in second place. You know, thanks, Greg. Oh. Yeah, that was indeed my question. Please tell me what has transpired during the game. Wow. Look, I always love that Greg's the good guy to step in and like, hey, maybe we should try that. Look, she wants to know the tale. Then she's so excited. Oh my god. Yeah. Feel free to get the ball rolling. Thanks, Greg. Oh my god. Oh my god, someone is so eager. How we were made to convene in the fated chamber. Yep. And then he left. Yep, that was exactly what happened. Yep, we gave him an answer. He thought our answer was good. Gave us his coins, and then he just left. Quit screaming in my ear. Yeah. Oh my god. At the climactic finale, and we were the only ones left in that room. Let's see. Alone with over 100 coins that Xichun had left behind, as he and Jahuan had both suddenly elected to forfeit from the game. So what now? Well, I'm pretty sure we can kind of put 2 and 2 together to figure out sort of where we ended up going with the rest of those coins. Yep, strange turn of events. We had found ourselves aghast and dumbfounded. Even Ishmael was stuttering just as confounded and lost as everyone else about what had just happened. So claiming these coins is going to shoot us up to the top of the leaderboard, right? Yeah, and that would go against our mission. Probably because he felt Honglu's answer was a better answer, just to say the least. You know this is the 5th time you've asked that question. Thanks, Heathcliff. It's really hard to read. Yeah, kind of. Your expression has grown a touch brighter. Has it? Well, that's good. Oh, look at that smile. We love you saying. I just didn't think I'd ever say anything like that. To be kind and care about one another, to embrace those who suffer. Two people with depression cured via group therapy. Yeah, you're right. It needs the warmth of kindness and gentleness. Your words flow like a vast winding river that wishes to bring all of existence into its gentle embrace. I thought I'd already let all of it flow past me all a long, long time ago. His expression had changed, and just as Yisang observed. There was a degree of surprise shown towards something new, but it was also the smile of someone whose burdens had suddenly been lifted. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine we'd find ourselves enough coins to come in second place, let alone first. Yeah, about that. We're kind of not gunning to be the head of H, so we kind of got to deal with that. Yeah, that reminds me. At that moment, I'm pretty sure we were all thinking the same person. There's someone out there who's still trying her damnedest to become the family hierarch. And she still hasn't given up. Oh, yeah. Well, it's a good thing she didn't. Hi, we've been looking for you. Oh, no. What? Somebody translate, please. Why is everyone giving me a funny look? Oh, no. And then sometime later, you're just giving me all these coins. We're cool now, right? No hard feelings? I mean, yeah, right? Yeah, we should be friends again, right? That's how this works. We should be cool. Xichun and Wei couldn't appear more serious if they had tried, desperately redoing his chummy attempts at breaking the ice. Dude, the poor dude's glasses, they're like chopped to the bit. Oh no. What the hell is this? Is this your way of showing pity? What kind of... Here's what I think happened, Xichun. Brother Q isn't trying to seat me as the next hierarch by giving me all these coins. I believe he gave them to me because he's anticipating that I'd put them to good use. So no, this isn't pity. Good. I just feel like they'd find more use in your hands than mine. I mean, true, he doesn't want to be the leader. Don't you dare presume this suddenly will make us even. You owe me much, much more than this, brother. You owe me time. Yeah, that's an unfortunate truth, yeah. Normally, Xichun would get irritated whenever Wei butted in, but it appeared to have grown calmer, much calmer. Instead of lashing out with her usual exasperation, she only stared at the tall pile of coins with a quiet but conflicted look. Funny. Now that I'm looking at these piles of coins, it feels like I'm looking at all the rooms in Dagon. I used to hate that site so much as a kid. Damn. But I eventually grew out of that feeling and stopped minding that scenery. I guess that's when I decided to leave Dagon too. I see. Family hierarch, huh? Can I really be a good hierarch to Hongyan? Well, I mean, you're not alone, at least not this time. Yeah, you can. There you go again. For once, think before you speak.
일어나자, 지춘.
It's time to get up.
가주 심사가 곧 끝날 거야.
Oh. What is this smug ass grin? What are you doing, Heathcliff? Giving that camera the finger. What are they gonna do? Disqualify me? Game's over, you twins! What the hell, dude? You know, yeah, no, this is on brand. Dude. Oh, man. Ah, alas, with eyes shut, with my mind's focus sharply upon that image, the vision has come to me. Oh, there cometh the roaring applause. Hopefully. There was no audience, no applause, nor dramatic stage lights to celebrate our success, but we still managed to neatly and comfortably secure both first and second place nonetheless. Which means that we managed to successfully complete our objective at the Family Hierarch War. And yeah, that pretty much sums it up. And Gregor, who took out the reins of Don Quixote's epic retelling after she left mid-explanation to share her adventurous tales with the servant, and finished the story. Man, she got so excited she just walked off? Okay. Alright, well thanks, Greg. I see. So it was Xichun. Or Jacques.
아직도 모르겠네요. 왜 마지막에 그런 선택을 했던 걸까요?
I'm still having some trouble understanding the choice he made. Why would he just give it all away? That's a good question. I'm still kind of wondering that too. If anything, I still think it's probably what like Hong Lu said. Maybe he feels that Hong Lu could still make a better decision with the amount of coins, maybe? Perhaps the parts of his past we witnessed, because we are the protagonist. Shh, shh, don't worry about that part. Don't worry about that part. Yeah, perhaps it's the parts of his past we witnessed. Hey, what's up, Leaf? How you doing? Look, don't worry, Leaf. You have permission to, like, yell at me. If we end up going way past midnight again, like, way past midnight, you can just yell at me. Let's see. And the life he lived before the hedges of Dagon, which we do not know, have created this schism of understanding between us. The same kind of separation responsible for my misunderstanding. I mean, that's true. Well, think about it this way. You all... The few of you that have left Dagon to go and venture across the city to really, like, start to gain a sense of worldliness, that definitely would shape the way you would make your decisions here. Versus everyone else that kind of stayed here, you know what I mean? So, I kind of get it. I can see what's going on here a bit. Let's see. Also, you just wrapped up some grocery shopping because I don't want to do it in the rain. Yeah, you know what? That's fair enough. I would not want to do it in the rain either. Okay. I initially thought he was just some dangerous guy with a lot of hatred in him, but there's definitely something else going on under the surface. It doesn't seem like he's only here to take revenge against Dagon either. But I doubt he'd never consider vengeance. I'm sure he's killed those who took his family away from him again and again in his head. I mean, look, Sinclair, it's like... Probably, but at the same time, I don't know. I guess that comes with the sense of worldliness, you know what I mean? Where it's like, is it worth it to exact revenge at the detriment to yourself? Or is it better to get even in another way? You know what I mean? Maybe. Maybe he still has to let go of it completely. It must take a lot of effort to keep all that simmering resentment under the surface. Yeah. Sinclair muttered in a placid, yet almost imperceptibly trembling voice. Yeah, I got no clue what's going on in that bloke's mind, but he didn't seem like the type to give up so easily. Yeah. I agree. We should continue to stay vigilant of his presence. Anywho, what really matters is that Xichun's gonna be the next Hierarch. Yep, actually true. Very true. And not only that, we came in second in the contest. Mission accomplished, huh? Well, it appears to me that Rhodia was already in post-mission mode, and so the golden bow was already in our hands. I'm just saying, just in case you think we're already out of the woods, we should probably cool it with these early celebrations until we actually accomplish the mission. You know, there's a reason why Greg's like the team leader. To some extent. No way. They wouldn't boldly lie to our faces like that, would they? Yes, they would. Absolutely, yes. I feel like I just jinxed it. Yeah? We're really down to the wire, or we were really down to the wire this time, to be fair. I'm not talking about just Xichun too. Or about us, but Xichun too. Xichun too. Wow, tongue twister. Well, that's why they say it ain't over till it's over, lad. Oh boy. Oh, I think it's time to oh my god. Now I think it's the prime opportunity for you to head over to those pompous sods from earlier. Now's your chance to really take the piss out of them. Thanks, Heathcliff. Appreciate it. I don't think that's necessary. Not every candidate we had ran into during the Hierarch War was here. And those who were present, either quietly glaring down at their tables, pulling their hair out, and muttering to themselves. Yeah, understandable. Anyways, congrats, you big shot family Hierarch, you! Wow, dude, she is laying it on thick. So, how does it feel to achieve... Wow. How does it feel to achieve your lifelong dream? Ooh, what's the first thing you want to do, I immediately clocked you as a special one when I saw you back in La Mancha land. Yeah, we weren't half bad as partners, huh? That way not be excluded from this round of acknowledgements, as he has contributed much in the service of Miss Xichun as well. And your unwavering determination was most inspiring. Yeah, right. Never give up. Always see things through to the end. We're getting the whole round of everyone just high-fiving. Oh my god. Thy sentiment rings most true. Thus share the tale of young Xichun and Limbus company with the rest of the city, shall I, so that every soul may one day learn of our adventure, most stupendous. I shall personally see to it that every single citizen hears of this. That's okay, Don. You don't need to do that. That's fine. That's fine. It's all right. Doesn't have to be every soul, you know. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Heath. Well, I can't help but feel a smidge of pride after what we'd all been through together. So, well, congrats. Even Ishmael joined in to impart a sheepish congratulations. But, guys, Xichun's not here. Ouch. It seemed that in their excitement, they all failed to realize that, she herself was nowhere to be seen.
시준이는 철암사의 어르신들에게 가주 승계를 받아야 해서요. 잠깐 자리를 비웠어요.
Okay. She's already left for the Tekon Temple to have her ascension to the Hierarchdom. Wow. Confirmed by the elders. Okay. Wait, but didn't you have to go there before too? Uh-huh. Yep, there we go. I see. Thanks. Also, would you mind telling us this stuff? Or stuff like that sooner? Oh, hold on. I know that bloke. You do? Heathcliff rolled up his sleeves before striding full speed towards someone. Oh, yeah. Dude, come on. Oh, man. Boy, you there. You got anything clever to say to our faces now, smartass? Yeah, smart guy. Come on, bro. You're allowed. It's okay. It's your turn to gloat. Nice to meet you again, and kudos for getting what you came here for. Is that what you wanted to hear? Bro. Yeah. All your boasts about knowing who deserves how many coins and whatnot. Look at us now. Who came in first? Well, my coins have circulated from hand to hand and landed in the hands of one who truly deserved them. I mean, I guess that is a roundabout way to still accomplish your goal. I mean, fair enough. Which clearly wasn't you guys, given that your team's just a runner-up. You little... Let me tell you something as my final token of appreciation. Storm clouds are gathering, and it'll be making landfall soon, though. Or soon enough. What's that supposed to mean? Try to enjoy the party while you can. In no time, you'll find what everyone's been hiding in their hands. I see. We get off topic, you're working to recreate a few of your characters in gear grinding. Inoptimal routes because fucking... I see. Look, at some point, I'll probably give that game a shot. The wizardry gotcha. So... his concerning reply put a pause on our celebrations. We then slowly observed and took in our surroundings. People were talking, negotiating in serious, hushed voices, and some were consistently and anxiously running their hands through their hair. We also noticed some servants running to whispered certain messages to their masters, who in turn jumped at their feet before hurrying and leaving the banquet. It looks like we were the only group of people who were even remotely enjoying anything. Yeah, Feel free to suffer with this look. I might do it for fun. Sure, it's a banquet, but... Xichun, our hierarch girl, isn't even here, and everyone's acting all shifty and suspicious. Yeah? This party sucks. Yeah, it kinda does. Rhodia whined loudly as she chewed on a shrimp with just as much gusto. I must express my regrets in this state of affairs. Dayu apologized as though she had somehow felt responsible for this. Well, I do have some minor tricks of my own that can entertain you. Let's see, I learned a lot of things as a child, blade dancing being one of them. For real? Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh my god, what the hell? We're here as guests, remember? Don't be a jerk. Hey, value. Oh. Let's see what's gonna happen. Who could that be? It's probably Balchai, if I had to guess. A momentary power vacuum. Interesting. It was Zhu Baochai who approached us so carefully. I'm really glad you're safe, and congrats on making it as the runner-up. Her demeanor had completely shifted, her chipper attitude nowhere to be seen. Now she was more anxious than anything, as her eyes darted around nervously. But I hadn't known her for too long, but I knew that this wasn't like her. I know I'm not supposed to tell you this. Mother really pressured me to keep these things a secret, but... Okay. But I just couldn't keep quiet about this. Not with you. Okay, big sis Balchai. What is it? It's, Her Her eyes glanced down into her restless, fidgeting feet, then to Dayu, then back to her feet. And a while before she could look at Hong Lu in his eye again. Dayu, are you, like Mother and Jimu really said? Are you coming back to Dagonyan and becoming engaged to me? Her eyes dart away as hastily as she wraps up her sentence. Yeah, I mean, I guess, right? That's something we hadn't considered. Something tells me that this wasn't what she was really trying to tell Hong Lu. That there was something left unsaid, like she had made a last-second swerve from what she was really about to say. Yes, if that's what everyone wants. But there's no hesitation or fear and regret in Hong Lu's voice. The fireworks? Oh, okay. To be with you, it's almost like you're back here for good. It's so pretty, isn't it? Yes, it is. Remember when you told me that I smelled fragrant about you? You know, I couldn't stop repeating that to myself once I returned to my room. Back then, I made sure to shower myself with the most expensive perfumes and fragrances of Hongyan. Except that day, I didn't have the time to put on any of it. So I was in a hurry to return to my chamber, to the place where hundreds of bottles of rare, luxurious perfumes were waiting to shower me in their fragrances. Probably, just dousing yourself in perfume is not the answer either. And that's when I ran into you. My mother, she sent assassins to kill you, didn't she? Yeah, that did happen. Why didn't you say anything when you saw me? How very mature of you, Honglu. Big Sis Balchai, many people have tried to hurt me, tried to lure me into a trap. I could have asked them why, or do something like that, or why they would hurt me so. But even if I did... But even if I did, they wouldn't have told me why, or they wouldn't have even treated me any differently had I asked. So I don't bother asking. So I'm just another one of them to you. No, actually, this isn't what I'm here to talk to you about. Okay. She smiled again. It was a forced, awkward smile. You're the runner-up, right? The results are now locked in. So, now might be a good time for you to leave Dagonyan. No, you have to leave right now. I don't know what it is that you're looking for to find in Dagonyan's treasury, but you can just send someone from your clan to pick it up later, right? What's the meaning of this? Yeah, why do they all want him out right away? What is something about to happen here? I've gotta go now. Okay. Mother will realize what I'm doing if I'm gone for too long. There's a conspiracy to commit treason against Dagonyan, isn't there? Yeah, definitely. Balchai was trying her damnedest to find an excuse to retreat from the conversation, until Honglu asked her this simple yet piercing question. She froze in place, her eyes widened, perhaps out of horror, perhaps out of panic. I don't know the details. I just overheard Mother and the other relatives talking. Value, if you stay here, you'll get caught in the crossfire. So many forces are. Her eyes restlessly dart left and right, through the entire exchange, searching for any listening ears. Just what could have made her so afraid?
무서워하고 있구나.
I could already tell you're terribly scared, big sister.
그런데도 해주러 온 거야?
But you've come to warn me anyway. I won't lie, your departure from Dagonyon is so painful. But the sheer thought that I could lose you forever is like being stabbed through the heart. Okay.
서울 오차 씨. 경고해 주신 것은 감사하지만
I do appreciate that your thought to warn us ahead of time, but
결국
you didn't actually tell us anything about how, when, or what the danger is.
맞잖아요.
Ishmael prodded with a grim voice.
뭐가 벌어진다는
You need to tell us exactly what this treason entails.
누군가 가주심사
Is someone planning to challenge the results of the family hierarch evaluation? Is it a conspiracy to overrun or nullify the results?
저 신뢰를 무릅쓰겠습니다만
Excuse my intrusion in this decision, or in this discussion, but
도차 아가씨도
I believe that this is as much Baochai can realistically divulge regarding this matter.
가문 내부의 일을
Leaking such family intelligence is already an act of treason against her own house. Outsiders may find this difficult to understand, but
아마 이해하기 다소 힘드실 수도 있습니다만 이미 지금 정도의 이야기로도 판단하기에 따라서는
okay. Wait a minute. I think I oh no. It's dawning on me now. I think I know what's gonna happen here. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Okay, so if I had to guess, something is gonna happen. They're probably gonna try to kill Xichun. And it's yeah, no shit. It's like, if I had to guess, they're probably gonna try to kill Xichun, or they're gonna like kill the elders and frame Xichun, and then it's gonna cause like a whole civil war basically amongst the families again. Oh, okay. Let's see what's gonna happen.
부디 양해해 주세요. 가환. 그자 역시도 보이지 않는 것 같은데.
Yeah, he's probably involved in it too, of course.
그리고 가치우. 그자도 있어.
He's not here either. Fellas, I'm getting a real bad feeling about this. Yeah, I trust you on that.
다른 세력들이라는 말은
Given that you'd specifically mentioned so many forces,
단순히 대관원에 소속된 사람.
one could come to suspect that you are referring to the presence of the forces foreign to Dagonyon as well. Faust asked in a low voice. That's... yes. Oh, shit! Oh!
대관원이 손댈 수 있는 정도를 넘었다.
Oh, shit. This is now beyond what Dagonyon alone can handle. When did he... oh, boy. Ooh, boy. Baochai looked at us, then at Jacques for his faction, then took a few stumbling steps backwards. I really have to leave now. How you? I shouldn't be here anymore. Oh boy.
저도
I must excuse myself as well, as alongside Miss Baochai. You have to stay safe.
저자가 내게
She advised you to leave Dagonyon with haste.
이르던가.
He did not look away from Hong Lu, even as Baochai hurriedly walked away. Gaze unshaken, interested in observing no one other than Hong Lu and his actions. I thought I had a lot of questions to ask Jacques if we were ever to meet again. But now that he's actually right here, I couldn't recall a single word of it.
형님께서도 아시는 게
Do you
있으시죠?
know something, brother?
주군.
My lord. He tries to butt in, clearly perturbed, but he raised his hand to stop her.
치는 허울일 뿐. 기류가 심상치 않다는 것은 이미 알고
Yeah. We kind of got that already. You must have already been aware that this banquet is but a distraction from the facts that the currents have begun to shift.
저자의 충고는 거짓이 아니었다. 목숨을 건사코자 한다면
I see.
지금뿐이라는 것 또한 사실이지.
Her advice is sound. It is so true that now is the only time you could have escaped this place ere the storm arrives. Should you wish to leave this, or should you wish to save your lives? I doubt you've come here just to confirm that for us. Correct. He lets let's see. Sigong lets out a deep sigh before explaining with a defeated expression.
한번 가주가 자리에 앉으면 언제 그 자리의 주인이 바뀔지 또한 알수 없는 일.
Okay. So once a family hierarchy properly ascends to the throne, it becomes a hopeless endeavor to measure when the next great shift in power shall come. If I had a guess, it's, well, obviously tied to either the life of the ruler. Obviously, that's what it seems like to me.
또한 기약할 수 없는 기나긴 기도.
Let's see, one must remember the prospects of the long wait for the next evaluation, which ends, or the ends of which has not been and will not be in sight, oftentimes stains men's patience with lingering avarice and causes it to fester into possessiveness. I mean, that's true. Again, like, the only reason why it happened this time was, like, she literally, like, Jamu literally was just backing down. So, fair enough.
자연이
Mm.
먼 과거부터
Okay.
고여있던 질척한 손이 뻗는 방향은
Okay.
결과를 그 손으로 쥐고 바꾸는 쪽을 향하지 않겠는가?
I see. It's not the most predictable thing in that these rotten, grasping hands are loath to lay down their arms and accept the result with grace. No, I would expect resistance, to be honest. Those hands would not deem it much more favorable to seize and change the result by force. Yeah, actually true. That's kind of what I'm expecting.
어렵게 말하기는
We all know what you read in the thesis.
대전 결과가 불만족스러워서 이걸 뒤집고 싶어.
Or we all know what you read in the thesaurus. Yeah, basically there's a truckload of dumbasses out there who are bent out of shape with how the family hierarch war turned out, and they all want to come and charge out at force. Yep.
이미 가주는 우리 시춘이로 결정났다고.
Uh-huh. Like it's final.
뭐 가주라는 자리는
What happened to the family hierarch being the seat of absolute power here? What kind of treason can they even hope to commit if they aren't even willing to flip this old tired system upside down?
순위가 공표된
True.
것이지 아직 가주로 임명된 것은 아니기에.
I see. Let's see. And determined are the ranks of the candidates. Strictly speaking, we're still waiting for her appointment to be completed.
말장난하는 건 재미없는데.
I'm not fond of your word games, lady. Oh, man.
짐승 냄새가
So that's why I couldn't smell those beasts anymore.
그렇군.
I see. I understand now.
뭐지?
Oh?
많은 인원 있는
I didn't even see a trace of them, even in a place as crowded as this.
극소
The Heishu are gone.
마주칠 때마다 그림자.
Even the ones who have been following you like shadows.
이곳은 불이
The measure of might in Hongyon lies in the number of Heishu pack branches one wields.
한다면
The family hierarch maintains control over at least 3 of those branches.
허나 가주가
Yet,
적이라면
who holds their leash?
당하겠나?
You're right. Who? Good question. Yeah, who holds their leash when the throne is vacant? They're kind of on their own then, aren't they? Or I would assume they have like a commander.
그러니까 말했잖아. 가주는 시춘.
She's not there yet.
갑자기 전환이 다소
The gears of your mind are ponderous, slow things to turn, aren't they? Have I not already given you the answer to her appointment is still underway? Yes, she's been selected, but it doesn't mean she is the new leader yet. That's at least what I get. Also, that is so, bro, sick as bird, bro. She just straight up said, wow, you're stupid. Oh, God. Okay, thank you, Rodia. It's good to see that you're figuring it out now. But wait, then who's the family hierarch now?
역과 즉위의 찰
In the brief window between the former abdication and the new one, Hongyan has no lord. Is that correct? And that's when I suddenly recall what what Yanchun said as she announced the results of the family hierarch war.
이후의 사람사에서 어르신들께
pay their respects to our revered elders, and upon returning to the surface, they will march to the first floor of Daganyan and assume the seat of family hierarch. Yeah, what about Jimu? Exactly, right. Like, she's still, if I had to guess, she would still technically be in charge, right? Like, sure, there's the new result, but she's still the one who's the in-between, right? Yeah, then one of these masterless Heishu. Let's see, are you the only one here that Dante remains to you as Ein? Honestly, okay, I think who it's funny, I've thought about this before. I'm like, who is Dante? I'm like, I think Dante, I can't remember the it was the other younger guy who was from the fixer office that Virgilius was from, and I think he was like also one of the orphans. If I had a guess, to me, I feel like that's who Dante is, and like they wiped his memory similarly to like what happened with Karen, but I'm not sure. I feel like maybe like they wiped his memory, put him in a prosthetic. Yeah, he's Garnet. That's what his name is. Thank you. Yeah, that's who I think he is, because it's the only thing that seemed to make sense to me. But very much like that. That's my bet, and I'm assuming hopefully we find that out eventually. But that's who I'm betting it is. See, and that is precisely what is presented, or what the present predicament revolves around. Look around you. Do you see how the shadows have descended on every corner of this place? They're the beasts that have melded into the dark for their hushed respite. Yeah. So all the Heisho branches are currently neutral. Wait, then. Does that mean Daganyan becomes completely vulnerable every time this happens? I would assume so. Now this would have come to pass, a different individual had been made to ascend. That girl has no substantial foundation, a base to call her own. What clan she did have prior to the evaluation scattered to nothingness like grains of sand in a gust. Oh, you know, that's kind of an interesting point. You're right. She doesn't even have a Heisho pack anymore. So literally, and she doesn't have followers. She has no one. So she ascends the throne, but now is at her most vulnerable because she's primary target number 1, and there's no safeguards. It is entirely reasonable to assume that as long as the Hierarch-to-be is yet to gain control of her Heisho pack branches, they have a good chance of overthrowing her. Bro, oh no. Yep. My lord. The Whisper's office has revived as well. I see. Things are way more dire than I thought. But what is Jacques doing here, chatting us up now, of all times? Pay attention. There are those who seek to enter here, and those who seek to stop them. Oh? Our Corp's second pack. Huh? X-Corp's expedition orders of excavators? The Thumb's underboss, the accompanying Capo, his soldados, and their various subsidiaries. Let's see, then there are the Jilan guards, the Indigo Guardians of the G family. Oh yeah, the K-Corp Special Excision Unit. And then of course, yeah, N-Corp. And numerous other fixer clans. Holy shit. Yeah, there's a lot of other people now I'm thinking about it. Oh yeah, we know all of these guys. That's for sure. Damn. Yeah, it's pretty bad, yeah. And these are just the ones that I've been informed of. Yeah. Also, the X-Corp expeditionaries. Bro, we got the Brotherhood of Steel at home, but they go way harder, like, holy shit. Most of them are waiting, biding their time outside the walls of Daganyan, or are soon to arrive.
내 세력은 대관원의 입구에서부터 내 사병들과 격돌 중이다.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense. But the Thumb's forces are already engaged in melee with my army. Yep. We got Ahab, we got Nelly, we got Sonya. Yeah.
왕씨 가문 일부 세력은 막연히 그조차 언제까지 버틸 수 있을지는 가늠이 불가능하다.
Actually, you know what? Now I'm thinking about it too. Sonya's personal faction has grown pretty big too, as well. Because I remember in Time Killing Time, like literally, like the guys who were going around stealing time of other people were part of the Eurodivi. Interesting. Okay. Damn, who'd have thought communism in the city would go far? Okay, some factions of the Wang family have joined the Defenders, but it is uncertain how much longer they can hold out. Hopefully backstabs her. I feel like that is a possibility. Like, out of everyone on their side, he's definitely the one who has his own goals, you know what I mean? Where it's like, I feel like he's just working with them for now, it seems. But we'll see.
가문에 실권을 준 자들의 지시만 있다면
Wherever there are oppression, there will be resistance. Yep, there you go.
참전을 발표할지도 모르는
Let's see. And should the de facto leaders of each major family say the word, it is likely that R Corp, K Corp, and X Corp may soon choose their own sides in this war. Holy shit, this is getting real bad real fast.
지금 발언
Is that reliable intel? Why would they?
이곳에는 가주가
Many here believe that the title of family hierarch is simply a different name for the lord of Haganyan, or of Hongyan.
생각은
But it is a belief that many forces beyond Hongyan's walls share. In other words, this isn't just about Daganyan. There are forces from other nests and districts seeking to sponsor a different prospective hierarch to expand their sphere of influence here. Whoa, yeah, actually. Yeah. Holy shit. Bro, diplomatic deals? Correct. Cigarette slipped from Gregor's fingers. Otis's face darkens with a grimace I've never seen before. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. This is bad. We're not having another smoke war. 8, 9. I've counted over 9 different powerful factions amongst the ones that I've mentioned. When the veterans get their PTSD shock, like holy shit. This is too much. Yeah, this went from like really calm to like absolutely fucking nuclear real fast. As fortune would have it, only the Thumb has deemed it appropriate to act. But Lei Hang, the capo of the Thumb, possesses the greatest threat. He is one of the 10 blades of the East, and his might is formidable to any foe. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to fight him then.
예정대로 내가 만난
Shall meet him in battle as planned.
입구에서 필두로 소란을
He must be the one leading the charge against the gates.
그 말이 사실이라면
This is no mere treason within a wing. No, definitely not. This is like mega huge hostile takeover like levels. Which family spearheads this treachery? How many wings are backing them?
지금 시점에서는
Nothing is certain at the present. The tangle of allegiances and bloodlines is a knot that cannot be undone until the dust is settled.
지금의 홍원은 효시가 날아들기 직전이다.
Oof.
세력이 팽팽하게 당기고 있는 활 시위를 누군가 놓는 순간
Let's see.
걷잡을 수 없는 전쟁이 되는 것은 불보듯 뻔하지.
Then it sounds like we better act fast. See, it'd only take a single whistling arrow for chaos to engulf Hongyan. The forces that have gathered here have drawn their bows, and at the moment one of them lets loose, it'll only be a matter of time before it becomes a full-scale war.
전쟁으로 변해
When it does, the crack that has formed in the walls of Hongyan will widen. Vultures of the city will smell the rot and tear into the wound and pilfer the boluses and the recipes. Yeah, this is bad. The smiling faces, the corpse, the yakshas. I must also emphasize that the ring will never let such an opportunity slip. Dude, way to just name drop like literally every single fucking organization, syndicate, wing. What the fuck, dude? This is bad. Like, real fucking bad. Like, yeah. Okay.
홍은 모든
This conflict will utterly lay waste to the lives of the common folk in Hongyan. The fire has already conflagrated beyond the competition among the candidates.
틈이 벌어지기 전에 메워야 한다.
That is why this fissure must be mended ere it spreads. Should the throne of the Hierarch remain vacant, should this instability be prolonged, then the wings will march to war. Holy shit. Okay. No. No way. I don't believe this.
적어도
Oh man.
까지 번질 가능성이 높다.
The consequences will be about as far-reaching at the very least. Such is the weight of Hongyeon's family hierarch.
누가 위에 앉는지에 따라
It holds as much power to save countless lives as it does to take them. The banquet hall was quickly starting to become barren as people began to hurry away. I don't have any direct memories of the Wing War, but I can feel even the prickly goosebumps rising from my skin. The air in the hall was quickly turning razor sharp. Then, brother, what is it that you expect us to do?
하는 건 무엇인가요?
Okay.
너희가 이 판국을 돌파할 묘수라고 믿고 있다.
Really? I'm of the belief that all of you are collectively the key to overcoming this tribulation.
묘수?
The key?
가주의 임명을 선.
Hurry, her ascension to the throne.
가시춘은
Xichun should still be at the Tekon Temple, where the Xiren reside, preparing for the ritual of ascension.
이라 불리는 자들은
Given that the Xiren must be utterly oblivious to the circumstances outside their chamber, there's no way of knowing that the time it might take for them to officially make her the next hierarch.
할 필요도 없겠죠.
They'll not be swift, and his entry to their chamber is only permitted to the family hierarch. No one to relay this message to them.
하지만
But there is another.
유일하게 하나 있지. 그곳에 드나들 수 있는
There is another one who is permitted to enter the temple. Oh?
가보.
Value? Really? I mean, that's true. He was allowed in, but...
가주가 비로소 제자리를 되찾아 흑수를 부릴 수 있게 된다면
Okay. When the hierarch takes the throne and seizes the lash of her rightful packs,
침범하려는 자들을
should have more than enough to ward Dagonyon against invaders.
가주의 자리가 공석.
Then when the invading forces realize that the family hierarch has returned, they will retreat and sparks of war should shrink enough to be snuffed out with a stomp.
자그마한 불씨로나 남을 것이다.
Okay, so it sounds like we've got our goal. We absolutely have to go and help her speed up whatever this process is, or else we are in dire straits and we're gonna have like literally another war.
죽은
My lord,
용서하세요.
I must beg you for your forgiveness, but there is still doubt in my heart.
어찌 처자가
How can he be the key?
본래 주군께서는 도박 따위를 즐기시는
I know you not to be one to engage in such gambles. It's better to gamble than to allow this opportunity to slip in vain.
거듭 실례되지만
Yet I must beg you forgiveness once again, for I insist that your mere presence here is a waste of time.
이런 하류가
You
아니
mustn't tarry downstream. You must rise to the fountainhead and cut off the stream from its origin. He looked at us, and
낭비라 여길 필요는
he needn't consider this a waste,
충분히.
for it is a worthy task in my eyes.
만약 가주대전에서
Had you followed the blueprint of the painting I had originally drawn for the family hierarch war,
저희는
we would have already arrived at Tekon Temple via alternate methods. Oh?
방법
What do you mean by that?
자공이야.
That would have not resolved anything. It would have only caused further loss, no more.
쓸 것이다.
I mean, think about it this way. If we're gonna talk like pieces on a board here, he's obviously the king, okay? We're not gonna send him in to go and help Xichun. And it'd probably be better for him to recruit us onto his side, and we do that so he can be sort of like the big crushing force to go and stop some of the other people at the gate, right? You know? That makes sense to me.
명백히 밝혀두고 싶은
It can only be in one place at a time, you know? I wish to make one thing clear.
제안이며
That this is but an offer, a plea, not a command.
마음이 움직이지 않는
For one mustn't do what one doesn't move their... Ah, I see, yep. Mustn't do what does not move their heart. However, value,
너는 모르겠지.
You may not have realized this, but
가주 대전에서
I have already gambled once with you as my hand during the family hierarch war.
너의 인을 이끌어내
Sought to draw your true humanity forth, to have you wear it on the outside.
그리고
The reply you gave me then,
꿈을
the one that emerged from behind an obscuring veil of clouds,
낭비케
was proof enough that it was certainly no waste of my time.
형님은 어째서
That's good.
홍콩에 개입하려고 하는 건가요?
Why do you seek to involve yourself in the politics of Hongyan, brother?
형님께서는
Neither Hongyan nor Daganyan bind you any longer,
분도 없는
not by cause or force.
내가 직접 나의 진실을 알아내기까지는 적지 않은 시간이 걸려.
It was a long undertaking for me to uncover the truth of ruin that came to the Kong family. First, my heart was engulfed in fiery wrath.
대관원은 전부 뒤집어
Daganyan had to be uprooted from the ground, and for that, every single person of power or influence in Daganyan had to be killed, their throats slit in vengeance. Yeah, there we go. That's what we were talking about before. That of course he's probably had that fiery vengeance within him, but of course there's probably got to be more to him, you know?
그렇게 다짐하던 때
So I thought once. Okay, so you had your revelation.
배워야 마땅한 자를 만나 가르침을 얻었다.
But I learned from a worthy teacher.
이제서야
That is when
분노에
I realized that this wrath was burning my body to ash.
그 화는 온전히 꺼지셨나요?
Then did your fiery wrath extinguish?
내가 진실로
Ah, okay.
가보
I truly attained enlightenment, found all there was to understand of the nature of this world, value.
가수가 될 모든 패를
Then I would not have given you the power to elect the hierarch. Interesting. You're referring to Carmen as a worthy teacher, something you did not expect. Yeah, for real. Yeah, I mean, think about it that way. He sort of got to speak to them, and then in that sense, well, he manifested his own ego, so he sort of overcame it and won, I guess you could say, instead of succumbing. So, I mean, that checks out then. He was basically brought to that breaking point, and then, well, he actually succeeded. And I guess that's what he considers his enlightenment. Very fitting. Very, very fitting.
나는
I'm still but a student, a seeker of the answer.
단지
Yet I do not wish to let chaos devour this land when I have means to save it.
새 혼란을 방치하고 내버려
Fair point. I think that's a very fair answer.
이번에도 묻겠다.
Thus, once again, I ask you,
네가 가시춘에게
when you decide to relinquish the coins to Xichun,
어떠한 마음이
what was it that moved your heart?
했나? 단순히 원하였으니 내어준다는 마음은 아니게 되었습니다.
Certainly your heart had changed enough then to not simply hand them over for the simple reason that she desired them.
도 아시겠지만
You must know this already, brother, but
저를 제외한 대간원의 가족들은 생일이란 게 없어요.
really, the children of Daganyan have no such thing as birthdays save for myself.
아이가 태어나면
Really?
그 탄생을 축하해 주는 것이 아니라 몇 년간은 숨기고 했으니까요.
Interesting.
그들의 눈총을 끌지 않도록.
When a child is born, they aren't celebrated. They're hidden, concealed for years in the dark, so that the competition wouldn't take notice of a new rival.
춘 역시
Xichun was one of those children who had never experienced a birthday before. She didn't even know what it meant.
도 몰랐으니까요.
Okay.
그래서 어렸을 때는 할머니께서 제 탄생을 축하해 주는 잔치를 베풀어 주실 때마다
So when we were young, whenever grandmother would hold a banquet to celebrate the day of my birth,
그날을
I decided
저는
that he dedicated that day to her. Oh,
1년에 한 번
because it's nice to have your existence celebrated once every year for no other reason other than the fact that you exist. Oh, he cares.
하지만 언젠가부터
But when I stopped leaving my room,
걸음을
when Xichun and I grew distant, the secret birthday parties we had shared also come to an end. Oh,
저 너무 어릴 적 일이라
she probably doesn't remember any of it now. She was too young then.
적어도 그 1년 밀렸던
But if I could gift this to her to make up for all those lost years,
시춘이가
then I thought
기뻐해 주진 않을까.
maybe she'd be happy again, just as she was then. Aww. Look at our guy. He's saying it from the heart.
쌓아 올려진 동전들을 보고 있으니
Mm-hmm.
꼭 100원 원의 방들을 보고 있는 것 같아. 어렸을 땐 그게 그렇게 싫었는데
Mm-hmm.
내가 홍원의 가주 역할을 잘 해낼 수 있을까?
There's only one way to find out. Did she like the gift as Honglu wanted her to? We had no way of knowing. I mean, true.
답이 되었나요? 형님.
Does that answer satisfy you, brother?
본래 답은 중요치 않았다.
I mean, he can't just say, screw Limbus Company. Yeah, of course. I mean, look, that was, again, part of the plan, you know? We can't just abandon post, because I have a feeling our bosses would not like that. All things considered, you know, it's still very ominous and mysterious, but you know what I mean? Very true point. It was not your answer that or the answer that I had sought, but it was to see your way your heart stirs, and that was proof of enough. Yeah. Remember, stick to the plan. Yep. Trust the plan. Nothing will go wrong. It's all scripted. Don't forget. Also, my bad. Hold on. I just gotta wipe my glasses. I just realized I accidentally tapped my glasses. Unfortunate. Don't do that. That's bad. Alright, we're good.
나는 철암사에 들 수 없었기에 선인이라는 자들을
Never met the Zebra and the self-proclaimed enlightened ones before, as I was not permitted into the Tekon Temple, but I know of their existence. And what I've come to learn in my observation of Hanyan, and then the city itself, gave me a certain idea of what form the Hierarch Ascension ritual might take.
너 또한 관망하지 않았다.
Had you not surrendered yourself, you could have deduced what the ritual entails. Oh,
시춘에게
are you saying that something bad may happen to Xichun?
이는 섣부른 예상.
This may be a hasty speculation from a certain perspective. It may simply constitute as a rightful ascension with the new hair.
하지만 나는
But I want you to be there, to behold with your own eyes what it entails. Okay.
내게 걸었던 도박은
My wager in this gamble was that you indeed had the potential to achieve that purpose,
언젠가 보였던 희미한
and that the faint warmth in your heart at once seen still gently burned.
제가
You want me to achieve your purpose, brother?
아니
No, your own purpose.
것이 아닐 것이다. 그리 되어서는 아무런
Your own purpose would not be the same as my own. Such a pursuit would be devoid of meaning. True.
어찌할 것인지는
But the decision is yours.
결정을 내려라.
So decide. Okay. Alright. Well, that was heavy. That was a lot. That was a lot of stuff. Now I'm thinking about it. Right. So, how do we get to this temple? We got stuff to do. We gotta go. Oh boy. Well, thank you, free lunacy. Oh boy. All right. I see that. 22 out of 33. All right. 11 more notes to go. Justice of others. Oh man. I had a feeling it's going to be a long night. Let's see. Xichun and his forces left the banquet hall to assess the situation, leaving only me and the sinners there. Yeah, that's true. Our only remaining task is to receive the golden bow that we were owed. That much is given. Yeah, but like, we kind of have a bigger issue at hand. We can still do that, but we first need to deal with the situation at hand. Yeah. Retrieving in our mission here is done. We only need to wait for LCA's extraction. I mean, sure, but...
날개 전쟁을 겪어보지도 않은 것들이 섣불리 저 물살에 몸을 담그는 건 경솔하기 짝이 없는 소리야. 괜한 생각 말도록.
It's a reference to the fact that you have to spam chains of others later. Let's see. Alright. None of you know, let alone understand what War of the Wings is like. To rush out into these unknown waters is nothing short of imprudence, and we must not entertain this idea. Alas, if our meager strength may be sufficient to prevent this war and save lives of many innocents.
본인은 저자의 말을 따르고 싶네.
Yeah, I agree.
처음부터 얽히지 않은 것이 상책이다.
No, it's in our best interest that we do not get involved.
돈키호테, 이제는 사람들이 하고 있다고 믿고 말하건대. 전쟁과 소동은
Damn, a little rude, but
그
kind of fair.
소동에서 빛을 발할지는 몰라도.
Let's see. I'll speak to you plainly, as I trust that you've regained some sense of how this world works. War is not just another incident or a quest to be resolved. Your sense of justice may shine like a beacon in times of unrest, but war will crush and grind it into the dirt indiscriminately, as it doesn't have any life caught under, or as it does any life caught under its boot heels. Yeah, it sounds pretty bad. Lady Otis, I also have lived through my fair share of wars. Even still, his path is that of justice. Thus, he shall have my support.
돕겠다는 것이지.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's not wrong. Like, I can't say that, but are you still so?
정의의 편에서 싸우는 것이 어째서 무시당에 마땅할 일인 겐가?
Yeah, to fight for the pursuit of justice, direct not by scorn nor ridicule.
단순히 때를 부리는
Is
것이
not a short-sighted tantrum, but is mine to adhere to, or a pursuit of, a certain responsibility of those who can.
오티스 씨,
I've also had my fair share of war, so hopefully you'll let me put my 2-ons in. Alright. Tell us what you got, Greg.
전투와 전쟁은 달라. 전쟁의 흐름에선 보이지 않는 게 전투 현장 안에서는 엄청난 감정끼리 서로 맞부딪혀.
Let's see, battles and wars aren't the same thing either. You can't see the crashing waves of intense emotions in battle when looking at it as a great flow of war.
열기가 모여서 결국
But all that built up heat is what becomes a flow, not the other way around. It never is. Huh.
저자의 뜻을 헤아리자면 이제 터지기 시작하는 독방의 틈을 재빨리 막.
Wow, that's kind of very clever. I like that. And he wished to convey us that the leaves are beginning to crack, and that fractures must be filled with. Yeah. Very funny. I like that we're continuing the water analogy here.
그대들 둘의
While the words you speak may contrast one another,
전쟁을 막고자
the intent that pushed the both of you to speak is shared. That a war must not conflagrate beyond what has already occurred. It is.
그래.
That's exactly it. Thanks for summing it up, you saying? Oh, it's great. Don't you just love it when everyone's on the same page?
일정 이상 진행된 전쟁.
Otis's assessments would have been correct had the discussion discerning our participation been about the war that has already progressed beyond a certain degree.
초기에 지나
However, accepting his suggestion and preventing the war from expanding beyond localized skirmishes could bring a greater benefit than avoiding it altogether. Yeah, this could also give them the opportunity to destroy and uproot all of the inequities of Hongyan. Well, I don't know if that's what Honglu wants, though.
하지만
Interesting.
너무 적이 많아요. 정말 저 작전에 뛰어들면
Let's see, but even so, Xichun and his people are strong, and there's just so many of them. Do we really have a chance against them? Dunno. That's a tough question, actually, Sinclair.
엄밀히 말하면
Being honest, we simply can't know. We don't have enough time to meticulously overanalyze every facet of the situation. Yeah,
제안 드릴 것이 있네.
manager of ours, if I may. Yiseng carefully began as the sinners' opinions began to clash and fracture.
이렇듯 수감자들의 의견을 무시하지 않소.
As you can observe, the sinners failed to find common ground.
그러나
However,
작은 식견으론
through my narrow, though narrow my vision may be, it appears to me that there is not a single sinner who doesn't,
있다고 생각.
whose insight is born solely from their emotion. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously coming from all of their different backgrounds and etc. You know, it's not as clear cut, you could say.
어느 쪽의 말도 일리가 있으니
There's a sound reason behind every suggestion that has therefore been presented. Thus, it is difficult to gauge the validity of each of them. This must not be an easy decision for you. Thus, Yuseng paused, taking his time to carefully select his next words. Then, after a subtle nod, he continued.
단테, 이것은 홍루군이 결정하는 것으로 두는 것이 어떨까 싶소.
Okay, yeah. Dante, perhaps this judgment belongs to Honglu.
어쩌면
Okay.
점수에 맞지 않는 부탁을 하는 것일지도 모르겠소.
Yeah, okay. Perhaps I speak at the risk of not knowing my own station. However,
이번 기회를 놓친다.
should we allow this opportunity to slip away, Honglu may never leave that smile of his behind. Yeah. Yeah. This is just like another test room. He needs to really push himself. This is the moment.
그대도 알지 않니?
He must see it as well.
홍루군의 웃음은
That Honglu's smile is but a different shape of sorrow for those who have no tears left to shed. Oof. Yeah, it's pretty right. It's pretty right. And of course, you would be the one to know. What Yuseng was trying to tell me was clear as day. So what I must do, I must consider, as the manager, isn't a discussion of wars and battles. It's not pragmatism or the measurement of pros and cons. A manager has to support their team. Faust? Once again, I have nothing to offer but objective information and suggestions strictly from the corporate perspective. Given your position as the manager, it's recommended that you continue to follow the planned outline by the LCB, receive the golden bowl, and quickly arrange a safe extraction for you and your team without unnecessarily involving your team in a high-risk operation. However, Faust continues slowly, but if you believe that you possess enough persistence to endure all that it entails, and if you believe that your role is to lead them and us to the right path, then I will follow your lead. Okay. Thank you. Now the answer must come from Honglu's own mouth.
이곳에서의 일이 생각보다 복잡하게 되어버렸네요.
You could say that. You could say that.
죄송해요.
Sorry, Dante. Hey, earlier, during your dialogue with Xichun, the conclusion you arrived at didn't come out of nowhere, didn't it? There must have been something that brought you there. In that long conversation, Honglu was finally able to give the answer of his own. And the biggest reason he could was, first,
치유 형님의 물음에 제가 제대로 된 답을 낼 수 있지 않을 거라고 생각했어요.
okay, well, fair enough. I mean, it did take you a bit to get to your answer.
하지만 어느 순간부터 안개가 조금씩 걷히는 것처럼
Okay. Suddenly, like a thick fog clearing,
잊고 있었던
something emerged from the haze of forgotten memories past.
저는 떠오른 말을 내놓았고
What I gave was an answer that was something, and I realized it was only after I had left my mouth.
그건
Word must have been burrowed deep within me for a long time. Kindness. Because I wanted to believe that kindness was enough, that it could truly bring change to Hong Yan. This is not about us. It's about you and Hong Yan's future. So I think I'll leave the decision up to you. Honglu was never the type to clearly state his beliefs. He usually did as I asked without question, without ever the smallest complaint. He did not speak out of pain when he suffered, nor did he cry to us from agony. His eyes remained unshaken even as he witnessed the countless deaths and injustices committed before him. The eyes that let everything float away. The accepting eye of someone who has resigned himself to the reality that everything exists has an end. I wait patiently for him to speak.
단테님
Dante, Hong Lu, who only ever really quietly accepted whatever life threw at him.
철암사로 향하고 싶어요.
Good. Good. I want to go to Tekkan Temple,
xichun이와 어르신,
where Xichun and the elders,
선인들이 있는
the Zeiren, or the Xianren, are.
xichun이가
I think Xichun might be in danger.
있다고 생각해요.
Danger as in her life might be at risk.
목숨이 위험하진 않겠지만
No, I think her life might be the only thing that's not in danger.
치유 형님이 말씀
Thinking back to what Brother Q told me,
전과 같은
I'm afraid that I might lose the Xichun I know forever.
같아요.
Yeah, that is probably true. Because if... what the hell are they gonna do to her? Now I gotta know. It's like, what the hell is this right then? Like... Oh... For the first time, he speaks the path he wishes to walk. Hong Lu's jade eye gazes beyond the walls of Daganyan.
치유 형님의 말씀대로
Like Brother Q said at this moment, I'm the only one who can freely open the gates of the Tekkan Temple.
오직 저뿐이에요.
Yeah, that's true. You can.
xichun이가 가주가
I want to be there to watch Xichun become the Hierarch, so that if something dangerous were to happen, I can put a stop to it. Okay, it sounds like a plan. I had a feeling this would be your decision, executive manager. I mean, yeah?
각자가 살아온 생태와 환경에 따라
Our judgments are shaped by our upbringing and environments. Yeah, I mean, it makes perfect sense to me then why everyone had such a big disagreement on how to deal with this.
저희와 함께한 시간이
So for you, executive manager, who only has the time spent with the rest of us to reflect on it, it's understandable how you could come to this conclusion. I keep disappointing you, don't I?
아직은
You haven't. Not yet. Okay, thanks. You didn't need to put in that last part. Otis replies sternly. Well, it ain't much our style to just sawed off anyways after picking up the golden bow, ain't it? Yeah, we kind of are known for just being troublemakers. Yeah, you're right. I mean, look, I jokingly refer to our band of employees as we're literally a D&D adventure team. we're the whole ass adventuring party, bro. We're the murder hobos. Except, like, they learned to stop being murder hobos and actually, like, you know, work together. Ishmael agrees with Heathcliff for the first time since forever. Well, I know I might have come across kind of harsh and snappy earlier, but hey, there weren't any hard feelings, Otis.
아주 헛소리였으면
I would have kicked you in the shin had I considered your entire speech to be senseless drivel. Ouch. Otis and Gregor, whose stances were always diametrically opposed, have stopped shooting bitter remarks at each other. And we're all growing more familiar with each other. Good. Perfect. Then let's do this. And in that strange air, we found our purpose. Okay, I'll send out my best blade, Zilu, in that same direction. She will not accompany you, but she will rendezvous with you at your destination nonetheless. Didn't you say earlier that the Heisha packs all become masterless or something? It's a long story. Let me just say that Zilu is an exception. Hold on, but what about you? At the moment, stopping the underboss and his primary officer Lei Hang is the most pressing concern. Zigong and I will make the main battlefield at the gates of Daganyan and stall them. And the plan was now in motion. There was nothing more to discuss. And we both walked away to our destinations in opposite directions. Okay?
저는 저런 식으로 웃는 자들을 적지 않게 보아왔습니다.
My lord, I've seen that smile many times in the past.
껍데기의 웃음입니다.
Is that the smile of a hollow shell?
저런 자가 진실.
Do you truly believe that a man such as him is capable of moving in a genuine dedication to the cause? Each heart has different causes that moves them. How can one speak of the fathoms of a lake when all they have seen is waters? Yeah, okay, very, very true, very true. It's only seen the water's surface. Yeah, all right. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh boy. The actions of a thief. Oh, hell yeah. Time to get started. Well, let's just run this team. Yeah, that'll be fine. But don't worry about the level. It'll be okay.
철암사로 가려면 이곳을 거쳐서 가는 게
The way down to Tekon Temple. Let's see. We have to go through here if we want to take the fastest way to the temple. It looks like it leads underground. Also that.
아유, 빠른 길 맞아?
Bro. That is the worst loading screen ever. Yeah, it kind of was. Also, bro, why is it this dude? It's the dude with, like, the pointy, spiky hair. It scared the hell out of you. Yeah, man. I just saw that. I'm just like, uh-huh. Oh, man, are you sure this is the fastest path? What the heck are they doing over there? Well, it seems to me it's exactly why they're here, blocking our way. Well, I never thought this was going to be easy. It looks like I was right. A generous clan member. Stop right there, turn around and leave now. You won't get any more generous offer than that. You do well, as I say. Bro, your hair, bro, you look like a paintbrush. My dude, you've got paintbrush hair. The family hierarch war is over. They announced the results for all to hear. Bro, we have paintbrush guy, and then we have not Mersault over here. Do you know the powerful force that are already gathered here at Dagon? Yeah, we already know that. Bro, what the fuck? Bro, oh, I'm gonna just beat the shit out of you. Looks like a bunch of third-raters. Bro, I'm on a third-rate duelist. Decided to work together, huh? Did you really believe that you could retake the Hierarch with your puny forces? Bro, who the hell are you to say that? We beat your asses. Yeah, you're the ones committing this tantrum of treason because you can't accept that you lost. Ooh! Sick burn. Sick burn. Besides, what do you mean retake the Hierarch? It's not like you ever took her from us. You can't even proudly speak the name of your master. Wow, it would have been the first thing you'd announce if you'd believed your cause to be just. Your very actions are those of a thief. True? True? And why would we need to announce our cause for a ragtag band like yours? Yeah. Sure, okay. Also, very pretty loading screen. I like this one. You know, like, I was thinking about it. I really do like, wow, hold on. I gotta just, you know, look around a little bit. It's very pretty. I'm liking the background. Okay. Let me, yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Neutral, it is what it is. And let's just, may as well get everyone's defensive skills up at least once. A one-sided, you know, hold up. Have you do that. And then we just do that. Yeah, no, it's funny, I was thinking about it and I'm like, you know, there's two things that I definitely can't complain. The background art looks fantastic all the way throughout so far, and the music's been really good. Like, I like Studio EIM's music, but like, I'm really impressed with like how good this is, you know what I mean? It's always so impressive. Let's see, we go with that. It's fine. Actually, you know what? Just do that. You can power guard that, it'll be fine. Yeah, you can just do that, and you are not clashing, so sure, you can do that. Whoa, also, hold on, I'm noticing this is actually a new track, too. Immediate banger? Okay, alright. Very fitting considering the sense of urgency that we're working with here for this. dude. That does so much damage, bro. Holy shit. All right. Never gets activated in unfocused battles. Yeah, I figure that's the case. Yeah, because just the way in chain battles, some things work a little bit different. Neutral, let's just go with clash breaking. Because we can just kind of push our way through here. Okay, I was gonna say, bro, are you losing this clash? Ain't no way. Look, we just deal a shit ton of damage, so we'll be fine. Nice, nice. You love to see it. Oh, so I was actually, dude, I was on the side today. I was doing some more editing, and good news, I finally got through one of the hurdles. I was kind of stuck on a bit with the Half-Life video, and it was mostly because where I was at in the edits, I kind of needed to like find the right music track, and I had to like switch up a couple of things. But now actual progress being done, so that I want to say maybe by next week that actual first big video project will be done. But don't worry, the other ones will actually come out like way sooner than like the forever long time that I've been having to use to like actually finish the Half-Life video. But don't worry about that. I love that, the no heads. It's okay, we're fine. Curious, how many? 11? It's fine. Look, it's called we hit this because, you know, why not? We're in a chain battle, who cares? Yeah, do that on Win Clash. Sure. Like, that's my favorite part about Link Battle. You kind of get to a point where it's like, okay, we're snowballing. We can just kind of do whatever. It's like, it's gonna kill. We'll be fine. It does so much every time. Nice, nice. Love to see it. Oh, big hits. Good. Also, I did see the new ID, and I know that it's basically a Xichun Ishmael, so hell yeah. I wonder, are we gonna go straight into like another battle right after? Oh, will to change. Okay. Think we'll be fine. Also, you know, I'm thinking about it now. I'm kind of surprised the cap didn't go up by like 10 levels instead it only went up by 5. Hopefully Xichun will be able to keep the count in her kit. Unlikely though. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I have to like go back and take a look at what she had back when we were in the last CANTO, because I forgot what her kit looked like. I'm gonna be honest with you. There we go. We just do that. It's been 5 for the past season. Ah, I see. Damn, how come they start with higher sanity than I do? That's not fair. Let's see, 11 enemies. Okay, that's easy. Alright, I forgot to do counterattacking. It's fine. Do that so you can get your speed. You're offsetting, so it's fine. It's okay, just offset where you can. And then you do that. Yeah, that's fine.
어쩌겠지 잘 생각해보라고.
그래, 딱 반쯤 이겨보자.
Very good.
그게 제격이지.
Look, now you see we're building speed. Let's see, skill 3 does AoE and 300% damage when crit. Ah, I see, so it's like a poise rupture. Okay, that's good. Look, fingers crossed, although she'll probably end up getting tweaked. Wait, who is clashing? Wait, oh, it's you. Okay, there we go. There we go. I was like, who's clashing into the counter? I had to think about that for a second.
좋아. 이번에는 제대로 들어서 못했나 봐.
Oh. Dude, the zipping back and forth is always so crazy.
한 놈의 죽음으로
The fact that you saying got away means, yeah, no more you saying Dayu. Oh, yeah.
나머지 녀석들도 처형한다.
Let's see. We don't need to waste that on unopposed. You're not at skill or speed 10. There we go. Heathcliff and Mersault are warming up for Dayu ID. Yeah, I know, right? Look, man, Mersault needs something. Give Mersault something. I can't believe they're hurting the Mersault economy once again.
한 놈의 죽음으로
Dum.
죄가 너무 크고. 저기 벌벌 떨고 있는 나머지 녀석들.
Mersault's gonna get Magic Girl next Walpurgis. Dude. That would be really funny. If something like that happens, you know for a fact, well, first off, everyone wants it, because of course, right? But that would be really funny. Trust in the plan, of course, of course.
끝내지.
I absolutely trust.
그림자 속으로 가라앉.
Oh, hell yeah. Bro, the helicopter. No heads.
가치 없군. 죽었어.
이 거리면 충분해.
Nope. Won that clash with one head. Okay, we'll take those.
놀랐어?
깔끔하게 몰아.
Nice. Oh, this poor dude. It's just the last one. Oh,
벌벌 떨고 있는
well,
나머지 녀석들.
what a shame. What an unfortunate day for you to be alive.
뒷박질 춤.
Nice, love to see it.
가치 없군. 죽어라.
Very good, very good. Let's see, you're also modding around Heishu animations, holy god. The cameras are so shaky. Yeah.
내가 누구든 간에
Like, I like their animations, but holy shit, dude, they zip so fast, like, I feel like I lose track of where they are on camera sometimes. See, whoever your poor master is, I can tell by the way their minions behave that they have no hope in ever taking that throne.
떳떳한 명분도 없이 졸렬히 행동하니
Be surprised by how much a lack of just cause harms morale, fool. Like, you're the ones that talk. Just what cause do you have?
주 자리를 지킨다는 거냐?
Just how high and mighty is your...
있다고.
Boy, shut it and listen, at least. We actually want to change something about this place. Oh, hell yeah, Heath. I'd say we have more just cause than you bastards who's only thought up hearing that what an awful bell this is. How can I expand my real estate this time? Damn. Both of you always speaking with such conviction, Otis and Heathcliff. Gathering an army is the easy part.
하지만
A leader's true qualities are revealed only when the time comes, or when the time actually comes to lead their men. Yeah, very true, very true. I see. So it's your long experience with the war that has shaped your confidence, Otis. Because my life couldn't be any further from any battlefield of war. Or maybe I was always surrounded by wars, both large and small, in the back streets, and I was just sheltered from them. Done nothing but watch from a distance, so I don't suppose I have any right to speak. I wouldn't even know where I'd begin. I mean, yeah, fair enough. It seemed like the perfect moment for Otis to brag about her experience, but she fell silent at that remark. There ain't anything too complicated about it, mate. If it's shite, it's shite. Don't think twice about it. Like this lad does. Like me? For a while, Sinclair continued to ask Heathcliff if he was really talking about him. I haven't ever walked down this hall, accompanied by so many other people. I usually walked alone. So, why didn't you take your servants with you? Sometimes I did, because I was scared to go alone, but Heathcliff, who owns an estate, trudging, it's very true. Look, I still think it's funny. Remember, Heathcliff now is the rightful owner of Wuthering Heights. He owns the big stupid manor on the hill. I've learned some new things as I grew older. It's that my heart is at most ease when walking down this road alone. Why? I imagined Honglu slowly walking down this hallway alone, with a dark expression. It wasn't a pleasant sight. Tekkan Temple. I was the only one who was allowed to freely enter and exit. The family hierarch can technically be let inside, but even grandmother couldn't enter without their summon. Interesting. So you really are just a special case then, huh? He wasn't being metaphorical? So why are you... Yeah, okay. Good point. Yeah, why are they called the Xiren? Are they actually some supernaturally enlightened blokes or something? Yes. Really? Okay, Okay, I got two ideas here. Okay. And one of them is AI, but that's banned, and that's another taboo, and then the H Corp and breaking taboos challenge impossible. Okay, if I had a guess, I have another idea. And I think it's really bad. But my brain's thinking like Warhammer stuff, so it's like, maybe they're like servo skulls, or like, maybe they just got like the full body prosthetics or something. I mean, technically that would be an answer to their, well, mortality, but, huh. They've endured the time of suffering and opened their eyes to the secrets to freedom from aging and death. Right, yeah, okay. And eventually attained enlightenment, earning themselves the exalted title of the Zanren, or the Xianren. But is that even possible? Yeah, what happened to them still searching for the answer to true immortality? So, are they just brains in a jar? Like, what the fuck's going on? Uh-huh. You're bottling up again. That makes me nervous. What the hell are we walking into? No, for real, yeah, we gotta know. What the hell? At least this place feels much more tranquil than the world outside. It's quiet. It smells nice, too. Okay. I can almost forget that there's a war about to break out beyond the premises. We're lucky. Not many people know the actual path to reach Tekkan Temple. Really?
적어도 대관원에 침입하는 외부 세력들을 마주칠 염려는 덜 수 있지 않을까요?
But at least there's less a chance of us running into any outside forces here.
무슨 깔지 말라니까.
Can we not do with the foreshadowing? Yo, true. Very true. Okay. Wow, amazing tip. Coin faces also affect the activation of certain skills. True. Very true. Dude, I just thought of something fucked up. What if it's... Man, alright, I've got bad ideas what we're about to walk through. Are they like going to be like the master from Fallout? Like, are they just a mutant? A ridiculous idea. Really. Hit me. How ridiculous?
해오던 대로
I gotta know. Unfortunately, it was indeed a foreshadowing. Right. It didn't take very long before another faction appeared before us. Oh, it's the Zoo family. Who's your master? What are you doing here?
가야 할 곳이 있으니까요.
Because we have a place to be.
여러분들은
What are you doing here?
계시나요?
Sure.
선인들이 계신다는 그곳에 갈 셈인가? 아주 자리를 빠르게 확정 지으려고.
I mean, yeah, that would be us.
마가사는 척 떠보이는
Nice try. Ask the right questions and we'll just tell you all about our plans, won't we, Greenhorn?
이 장소를 찾지 못해.
I know you're all lost. You've probably been going in circles for hours by now.
이곳은 비람.
Yeah, this place is irritatingly large. Yeah.
길만 얌전히 알려주고.
Just point us in the right direction. We'll go back the way you came. I won't give chase. Sure. Yeah.
또 없는 것이 가주가 된다는 가장 차는 발성.
No, I don't think we will.
그 협박은
We already heard that one before.
들어서요. 좋은 진리네요.
I want to get some new material. Yep. Yep. That sounds about right. Okay, another chain battle. Right, and these are the same guys. Yeah, basically same guys from before, so just bleed and etc. Oh, literally the same guys. They have the passive to focus Honglu. Well, he's not here, so that's okay. Which reminds me... Actually... Yeah, we'll just set up... stuff with everyone. You just evade diet. And should be fine. It's fine, you can set that. And... Because you can't set Serpent Arm if it's not actually blocking. I don't think, at least. Yeah. Okay. Nice, very good.
중주의 안가품이 그저 무력 행사뿐이라고 생각했는데 원한을 풀 수단을 가릴 이유는 없지.
Okay, have me do that. Have you do that. You offset. You win that clash. Yeah, you do that, and then just hit that. Okay. Very cool. Jesus Christ, dude. It does so much every time. Not too much damage because we don't have that many stacks of poise. Yeah, but we'll get through it. Let me guess, 11 dudes? Yep, okay.
끝나고 나서 고래구이 파티를 열어주겠다고 하니 의욕이 좀 났나?
Mostly unopposed. You know what? How's that? It's not great, but we could just use it just to get a buff up. That's okay. Look, it's a chain battle. We can afford to take damage or maybe toss someone into the pit. It's fine.
끝내지.
Good.
비켜주시면 안 돼요?
Dante lives matter. You're right, look. Every death, that's another, like, big hit to Dante. It's okay, look, he'll be fine.
나머지 녀석들도 쳐야 한다.
Look, he'll manage. Just like we do. Actually, wait a minute. Why is that struggling? Is it because of our sanity? How much sanity is she at? She's at 0. It's fine. Look, struggling... I don't believe in that. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Every single time I see that, I'm like, damn. Not only does it look cool, but it also does like a truckload. I'll take that.
불쌍하게 울부짖는. 가치 없.
Dude, every time the reuse.
예상 못했나 봐.
Get a lot of staggers. So that's good. Nice, nice.
놈의 죽음으로 끝내기.
Oh no, he's getting primed and ready to explode. Great.
나머지 녀석들도 쳐야 한다.
Look, that's okay. Chain battle. We can just do something stupid. It's at speed 10. Your second hit on blink step as a reuse. Let's do this. And then I don't think we're gonna need this, but because why not, right? Do it for fun. Yeah, what were you talking about? Oh no, I was just saying that it's nice seeing it. Look, I love to get it when we can get it because, you know, an extra hit's always cool. We call that value. No heads on first roll, never lucky. Bro. Come on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
더는 하늘에 오르지 못한다. 당신의 품.
Also, the animation on this is so cool. I just did it because I wanted to for fun. That was the real reason. I just wanted to see the cool animation. I mean, it is really cool. Wow, he's super fucking dead. Woo!
늘 지루하니까 빨리 끝나버리는 게 좋겠어.
가치 없.
Dude, I used the so actually on the side I was trying to mess around a bit with the railway. And dude, using the corrupted version of those, or the corroded version, is hilarious, dude. Well, first off, the animation's insane for like both Sinclair and then and Hong Lu. But damn. Why is there one guy alive after every battle? Look, don't worry about that. Oh boy, the second battlefield.
실력 없으면 따라오지 마세요.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're just gonna be in like a constant gauntlet as we go down the hallway, huh? Oh boy, which faction are we gonna fight now? Okay, same one, never mind.
이 안정감 있고 부드러운
Never mind, I was just being snooty. Okay, same thing.
이런 푹신한 날엔 안 풀리는 일이야.
It's fine, the power guard. Get those up. I'll just... You do that. And then you two are just unopposed, so that's fine. No, dude. You know what that is, where it's like the one guy who's left alive there at the end? You know what that reminds me of? It's like, during the Nocturnal Sweeping. Dude, that... doing the event that used to happen a few times, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so tired of these guys. It's like, please just die already. But one of them would just always be up right at the end, and it's like, dude, please, could you just, like, not? I don't want to do this right now. There we go. Nice, nice. Love to see it. Look, I'm loving the serpent skills. They look cool. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Probably just double blink step. It'll be fine. You're not quite there. Yeah, we can still use skill 1. Okay. There we go. You hate how Mao Otis and Mao Ryoshu is locked behind Season 5. Yeah, that's true. It's basically like, if you didn't end up getting them during the Nocturnal Sweeping event, yeah, you're kind of screwed, because you're not going to be able to get them for, like, a long time. Yeah, you can't craft it, you're right, I just realized that, huh? That is kind of shitty. I feel like that's a little bit of an oversight. Either that or they're just saying, you know, maybe you should have got lucky, I guess. And just did the grind to get them. Look, if anything, that makes me feel better that I got them. Look, it's okay. It's like how right now I can end up getting like multi-crack, or it's like, I still know I'm missing blade lineage units. So that would be pretty good to pick up too. No heads, by the way? Come on. Yeah, well, at least we got the crit. Yeah, there you go. You know, I like that she gets the air hike and gets the double jump midair. There we go, the next set of the bad guys have arrived. How indiscriminate we talking here? How wild. It's okay, it's a chain battle, we can take it. Which is funny because it'll be fine. Why not? Let's have some fun. Oh, this guy's dead. He's so dead. Oh, never mind. Oh boy. Yeah, you missed the most enemies have stories aspect, like in backfight, or yeah. Yeah, I know, now we're just back to like filler. No, I agree with you though. I did enjoy the like the background that we were getting on characters during that. It was very good. And I think now we can just like blow them the hell out of the water. There we go. Look, if anything, I still think for me what's kind of got me laughing a little bit here is I'm still a little worried about what's to come, because all I know is I saw a lot of people were complaining obviously about, like, you know, unbreakable coins, but also like all I know is there was a survey for the difficulty of the final boss of this section, and now I'm like, that's concerning. I'm like, how bad is whatever we're getting into gonna be, you know? So tell me, who's your master? You two have been in a war, haven't you? Or not the final boss? Oh god, now I'm worried. No need to deny that, I suppose. You still can tell, huh? I learned many, many things in my war. Few hundred ways to convince a grunt to talk, for example. Too bad. Because unlike you, I have but one way to keep my mouth shut.
한 가지로 줄어든다.
The man who appeared to be leading the soldier stabbed himself in the chest without hesitation.
스스럼 없이
So he'd kill himself without even a moment's hesitation to protect his master's name.
대단한 무게를
His master must be a formidable individual.
혹은 밝혀져서
Or it could be that he was under the influence of a suicide worm.
처리하는 충을
아하.
써서 있겠네요.
A worm that activates on information trigger to manipulate the host's psyche to take their own life. Noticing that there was a previously unseen, serious look in Honglu's eyes, we moved on. You don't know what the post-nerf looks like, too? Well, I guess we're going to find out. We will find out.
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다. 의를 바로 세우는 데 일조하였으니 내일은 더 떳떳이
You know, I'm not even surprised by this. Those who do not decide are on 28.
해오던 대로 방송을
All right. Let's see what is going to happen here. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, boy, it's the thumb. Oh, shit. That was a warning shot, sir.
위험용 사격이었습니다.
조그맣게 욕한 거 다 들었다.
Oh, boy. No, I love the thumb, too. I really like the thumb in Library Arena. I think they're really cool. I heard you curse under your breath.
저들은
There.
상급자에게 거짓말.
How disrespectful of you to tell such a bald-faced lie to your senior.
실례했습니다.
Apologies.
를 치를 수 있게
Please, I beg your humble assistance for my absolution. Of course, present your tongue.
내밀어라.
That incomprehensible exchange between the pair was soon followed by the sight of a severed tongue rolling into the dirt. Ew.
엄지로군.
The thumb.
저 녀석은 혀가 없어져.
Please allow me to speak, as my partner is no longer has the means to do so.
대와 그 일행.
Your presence. Let's see. Your present company, including Manager Dante, their companions, Master Bayu, may not pass beyond this area. Dude, it's look, man. It's because they're supposed to be like old school Italian mafiosos with like the way they speak and how they act and stuff. But it's just really funny because it's like they're the mob, but like the extreme version of the mob. You know? What did he just call Honglu?
상황이 상황이니만큼
Given the present circumstance, they're treating Honglu as value of the Ji family, not a sinner of LCB.
분명
It's logical to assume that the young master of a prestigious house ranks higher than a soldato.
큰 위기일 테지.
And yep, who are just the grunt of the thumb. Oh boy, more ammo ID. Well, can Honglu just ask him to move then?
소용없어.
Them showing us respect now doesn't mean shite. They won't let us through.
들었는데
Heard stories, but I didn't think that they'd be this fixated with the ranks and hierarchs. It's almost to the point where it's just plain weird. I mean, yeah. Again, it's supposed to be like an Italian mob, so
보스께서 이곳을
they're kind of like very
적으로 취급하라고
tight on that. See, please understand that the underboss has ordered us to treat anyone passing in this area as our enemy.
원래 아군이었던 그런
Orders were to execute all individuals attempting to do so in any way, including our former allies. So I implore you, please turn around and leave this place.
돌아가 주시지 않겠습니까?
We greatly appreciate your cooperation. Sorry, but we can't do that.
그렇다면
Then I'm sorry to say that we have no choice but to stop you by any means. Oh boy. Yeah.
이딴 식으로 나올 생각이었다면 처음
Hey, what's up, Chris Nick? How you doing?
놈들이야.
Reminds you of an anime, Arcane, or let's see, Arcana, Famagilia. Let's see, a mafia family with a main character. Each one has a power of a tarot arcana. Okay, I'm gonna say something really stupid and you can laugh because I'm like gonna sound really dumb on this one, but I don't know why you saying that, my brain for some reason immediately jumped to Hitman Reborn, and I know that's absolutely not related at all. It's just, it makes me think mafia, magic power. Very stupid, my bad. Not related at all. Let's see. Taking into account Limbus Company's standing and LCB positions within their organizations, you, a mere sinner, mentioning Master Leiheng's name is a crime punishable by the removal of your tongue. No, your punishment will begin with crushing your lower jaw. Shouldn't expect it a little. I see. Like a soldato to know his place. You don't have enough tongues to lose for this respect. We're not getting anything out of them. These idiots will jump off a cliff if their superior told them to. Yeah, pretty true. Not a bad working comparison. You know what? Fair enough. But aren't they, like, usually your favorite kind of people, Otis? There was once a time when I used to think highly of their strategic decision to maintain such a rigid, stratified hierarchy system. But now I know that it was never a strategic decision at all, but brainless obsession, or the brainless obsession of idiots who refuse to dedicate or decide for themselves. Fair enough. Nice. Okay, I'm very curious. I want to see what these guys got. I wonder if they're anything like the thumb in Library Arena. Oh boy, ammo. 4 shots. Okay. What? You're a tremor and burn? What the fuck? Tremor and burn. What universe are we in? Let's see. Execución del Regola. Operation stage. If this unit triggers burst last turn, gain attack and damage up. Shock ammo. Oh, you're right. Oh, don't worry. I got you. I'm going to rehydrate real quick. Okay. This is just so funny. It's tremor and burn. Wow, cool. Look, all I'm saying is they're gonna have to give us like a bunch more IDs. Also, just straight up reload. Okay, cool. All right, not bad. Not bad at all. I think we're gonna have an interesting one. I'm just gonna have you power guard that. You know what? Fuck it. Everyone hit your defensive first. Let's get some buffs up. Except you. Let's see. Yeah, you questioned the decision of making them burn tremor. Yeah, like, that's a strange combo, to be honest. I mean, it works, but still, it is kind of a really out there decision, I guess. Okay, now everyone's cracked out. You'll be fine. Okay, you may be struggling a little bit. And yeah, go with that. Also, unbreakable coins. I sleep. Holy shit. Yeah, no, that's fine. Like, we just gotta ramp up and then we just become unstoppable, you know? Well, if only we rolled heads, then we also would have probably staggered him. Okay, there we go. Also, where did Zilu go again? Yeah, she was supposed to meet up with us. I guess we just never ran into her so far. Surely she's not going to betray us or anything. Why would she do that? Okay, this track is kind of like a crazy banger. I'm listening to it in the background. It goes pretty damn hard. I'll be honest, no, I didn't end up reading it yet, just because I wanted to sort of finish where I was at here, and then I'll probably read through it.
숨통 끊기.
Because I think I got it before we, Oh, it's one of the funniest ones? Alright, bet. I'll read it after.
잘했다. 마무리까지 끝나면
You can bet I will.
특별히 한정판 고양이
22. Oh, we don't have that much. No, we have about the same sanity. Yeah, fuck it, just do that. Then you do that. You know what? Nah, fuck it, we're gonna meme. We have ledger main, and we've got enough ego gifts, or ego resources, fuck it, we can just meme a little bit. No heads, unlucky.
이봐, 버틸 자신 있어?
A little bit of a meme AoE.
한 놈의 죽음으로 끝내기 죄가 너무 크고
I could probably have you do that.
처형한다.
There we go, we do that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. You used that ego so much at one point you thought it was his base ego? Dude, literally, I remember, I think it was like all the way up until like what? I want to say maybe CANTO 5. I ended up, when I was using Greg on a team or whatever, I would just always use that ego. It just kind of became the running meme. It's like when in doubt and you just want to speed run or to clear mobs faster, you just use it. Like, I would use like either that in combination with like Ebony Stem. Just because it's really easy to get like consistent resources for it, so you can just spam it.
아직 죽지 마라.
Oh yeah.
숨통 끊기.
Yep, that's just the way we roll. Follow me. Do this.
이 거리는 충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
There we go. Then crack open a drink, and now we're good.
이 거리는 충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
And see, it works great with Greg too. Yeah. Once upon a time.
비켜달라고 했잖아요. 한
Oh, hey, it's the one guy who waited at the back of the line. He's like, "Where's my team, bro? They're all already dead." On. You know what? No, I was gonna say, did we hit the ego for memes? But no, we're good.
이제 좀
Wow. Amazing. I can't believe you lost. Look, it's okay. This guy's he's toasted. We got him.
아직 죽지 마라.
Nice.
좀 수상해.
You know, that went better than I expected. I'll take that.
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다. 의를 바로 세우는 데 일조하였으니
29.
내일은
Those who do not decide to.
있겠군요.
Let's see, 2 new enemies, or 2 new enemies.
이런 임무는
Fine, we got this, we go in. Okay, another round of the pack filler.
피는 푹신.
You know what?
이런 푹신한 날에
Let's just have everyone set up the defenses. There we go. Look, my only thing I'm not... Wow. Bro, come on. Look, all you had to do, Merceau, is just roll heads. That's all you needed.
끝나고 나서 고래구이 파티를 열어주는 의욕이 좀 났나?
And let's just start building you up with some poise. Look, I'll be honest, I'm kind of excited for whatever boss fights are coming up because these guys are just okay. They're just kind of pack filler. We're just kind of going through the motion, you know what I mean? Like it happens. Okay. Ooh, alright, not bad, not bad. Bro, please, roll heads. Oh my god, no! Unlucky. Oh hell yeah, Serpent Arm going to town. How many more fill-ins? Oh boy, that's 1 of 12. Wow, they added one more enemy too. Getting a little daring. Let's see, let's do that, and then that. You evade die, and we do that. Okay. Nice.
불쌍하게 울고주네.
놀랐어?
한 놈의 죽음으로 끝내긴 죄가 너무 크고.
You know, I'm sitting here looking at their kits though, and I'm like,
나머지 녀석들도
I feel like at least it could be kind of a fun team to run, like the burn ploys. Like, if they actually make these IDs playable and they don't like suck. That, it's like, look, Charge could use some better IDs outside of like the W Corp, because they ain't doing so great. Look, man, W Corp stocks are going down if you're not a 3-star. What if Ricardo comes in right now? Dude, I wish Ricardo would show up right now. I need him in my life to like crash through. Look, I need him to pop in and be the hero and like just go crazy. You know what I mean? I think that'd be like the goofy one. No, actually, who do you think's gonna get the Ricardo ID? Like the actual Ricardo ID? It's probably gonna be Heathcliff, isn't it? Okay, yeah, we're still fast. We're still fast. We're good. Favored or neutral? It'll be fine. Let's do these two because we're not clashing. We'll save our clash power. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Nah, man. Now the real question. Do you think Ricardo is going to be, like... Do you think he might end up being an ally to us at some point? Like, maybe we get into a couple more scuffs, you know? And then eventually he's going to be our new ally. It'll be a ridiculous turn of events, but it can be funny. Someone who cares about family can really fit well on half the sinners. Yeah, true. Very true. Look, man, I just love the idea of Ricardo possibly becoming an ally to us because it could be so funny. Like, we're gonna be in a big stupid fight, Ricardo just dive bombs in and he helps save the day. I want to see something like that. It's corny and cheesy, but I want to see it. I'm down for it.
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다. 의를 바로 세우는 데 일조하였으니
The heart.
내일은 더
Oh.
떳떳한